Hi, I'm Scott DeCamp with CatchMark Sports. I'm here at Whitehall with Whitehall senior running back Alec Pruett. Thanks for coming and joining us here today.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. This is part of our Profile of the Week series, and this is a big week. We've got Whitehall Montague in the battle for the bell. You played in at least one of those before.
At least one,
last year, which was a great game, overtime, double overtime game. Could you just describe to me, first of all, what that was like playing in that game last year against Montague?
It was really intense. It was a lot of fun. It was hard. Those kids were good last year. They're good this year again, and it'll be another really good game. But last year was a nail-biter, and we're hoping it's close again. Just, it's always a fun game, but those guys are tough.
What makes this week special when you're talking about Battle for the Bell?
The rivalry. It runs deep. I don't like Montague. Never have, and we're hoping to come out with a big win. But yeah, it's always a big week. Chirping a little bit here and there, it's fun, and it'll be a good game.
Now you're having a huge season, coming off just a great game, 308 yards against Ludington in the 49-0 homecoming win. Did you ever imagine kind of having this great of a season?
No, I put in a lot of work in the off season, and I was really hoping for something big this year, but my line's been blocking great all year. I mean, I can't rush for as many as I am right now if it wasn't for the offensive line, and they've been doing a great job.
One of the things that's kind of a theme with your football program is the wrestling component. And we had Nick Blanchard on the Coach's Corner show last week, and I brought up the wrestling, and speaking of Nick, you guys know each other really well, sounds like, in terms of
we do.
Wrestling against each other all the time, banging heads in football practice. I mean, what's it like to wrestle against him, and even competitively? I mean, you guys, didn't you wrestle in the state tournament against each other?
Semifinals.
What's that like, banging heads with him all the time?
We push each other really hard. At practice, it's always really competitive. Practices are more fun when they're real competitive. And wrestling, we push each other really hard. We're up in the wrestling room every day, grinding it out, and it's fun because the group of guys that we have this year, we all are super competitive and really love the game, and it makes practices a lot more fun.
Now, one thing that Coach Sigmund mentioned was the half line drill. I asked Nick about that on the show, but I want to ask you and flip it around because I understand you guys are going at each other quite a bit in that. What are those collisions like?
Big hits mostly. It's either, I don't think I've ever really ran Nick over before, but I've gave him a couple good ones, and he's gave me a whole bunch of good ones. So it goes back and forth, but it's fun.
Through 6 games, you're at 1,000 yards right on the nose. That's a great season. That's kind of like the standard for anyone who wants to have a big high school football season. But just in terms of your goals, what have your season goals been individually and as a team?
As a team, we just want to make it as far as we can. I think we're ranked 5th, tied for 5th right now in Division 4, which is great and everything. We were last year too, but we have to step it up in the playoffs this year. I'd like to make it really far in my senior year. I'd also like to break a couple records for the school too, a couple rushing records, maybe put my name in the books or something like that. But I just really want to get a lot of big team wins and hopefully make it far this year. And
then finally, you look back at the battle for the bell again. It's going to be for a conference title. I mean, it's all there in front of you guys. I mean, how amped up are you for that opportunity? And you're doing it on your home field. Your senior, all those things.
Well, we've been dreaming about this since we were little. I mean, conference title against Montague at home. It's going to be a big game. We're all really hyped up, and we're already thinking about it. We got to take it one game at a time, though. We got Hart this week, so we're going to have to step up big for them too. But Montague is going to be tough. Everybody's really, really excited, amped up, and practicing harder because of it.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Alec. I'm Scott DeCamp with CatchMark Sports. Check us out at CatchMarkSports.com. We'll have the story on Alec, obviously, as well as other coverage on the Montague Whitehall game and the battle for the bell. So stay locked on at CatchMark Sports. Thanks.